It's back to school today, so I'm making sure to have a nice breakfast. Triple chocolate mocha protes, well that's protein oats, and I've got some strawberries, a little mini penguin, and a Grey's Bounty Hunter punnet, all chocolate buttons, some cranberries and some coconut.
Hello everyone, I just got back from my first day at school. Well, not my first day at school, but my first day back at school. That sounds like I'm in reception again. One of my last days at school actually, in the grand scheme of things, because obviously I'm in year 13 now, 17 years old. I'm 18 at the end of next week, and obviously got exams coming up, so today was pretty normal. Got on with some of my own study and had a couple of lessons, philosophy and ethics and economics, which I really enjoy, and I'm just cracking on with things, ready for exams really. One thing I did do actually was forget to take my lunch with me this morning. I've not really felt hungry, but in a way it's kind of a win because I wasn't really obsessing about it at school, but I will be nomming now on my lunch that I intended to have earlier on, and it's probably a good thing as well because the microwave at school is kind of disgusting, so I'll be able to microwave my toasty pocket thing that's got some cheese in it without catching some kind of deadly disease. It does also mean though I can just share sort of what I've got. This is a similar kind of theme to what I have throughout the rest of this week. I've got these white chocolate lemon protein blondies that I made using some of my Easter chocolate. Got some grapes, an apple, and again that cheese toasty pocket. As I'm in my school uniform, I actually thought it would be quite a nice idea as well to talk about my education and what I have planned for the future. So at the moment I'm studying my A-levels at a grammar school, and I'm currently studying biology, psychology, economics and philosophy and ethics. I am hoping to go into the fitness industry when I'm older, however I would like to go more into the research side. I'm hoping to take a master's and also a PhD. Particularly in those latter qualifications, I'd like to focus more on nutritional psychology, obviously with my links to eating disorders and such like. I want to be able to find that evidence-based way of helping people recover that's sensitive as well, because obviously I understand the sensitivity of these kind of topics because I have been there myself. I'm quite interested in studying resistance training and its impacts upon eating disorders, so adherence to recovery and any sort of physical impacts as well, whether it affects brain structure in any way and things like that. So I think there's quite an untapped field there, and hopefully I am beaten to it, because it would mean that the research moves forward before I get there, because obviously that's several years away before I'm at that stage. But I am actually really excited for university because I think it's exactly the kind of environment that I'll thrive in. I've just got to make sure that I don't get so stressed out by my A-levels that I end up not getting into uni, or not getting into the uni of my choice, which is Loughborough. I think these are kind of funny because they're bright yellow, but they actually taste really nice. It's quite literally just a mixture of the Protein Works lemon drizzle mug cake mix and white chocolate and a bit of Alpro yogurt. Obviously studying sport and exercise science, I'm also on track to be able to get a personal training qualification, because I really would like to be able to help people practically when they're training and helping them work out safely. I would like also to get qualifications that enable me to officially prescribe meal plans safely and legally, because quite clearly you need to be able to do this in a professional manner and in a way that means that you take into account all of the individual variables affecting an individual person. Although I've been really motivated by thinking about my future education in particular, I'm also quite aware of the fact that stuff in my life might change, and obviously my plan of what I'd like to happen might not really go as I've planned. But I do have some sort of abstract dreams as well that I kind of want to make into a reality, like some kind of recovery retreat where people go and learn how to eat again, I suppose, because although I'm on this recovery journey now, I'm hoping that one day I'll reach a point where my recovery journey is me directly helping others to recover as well, by giving them professional guidance more than just my own experiences, because of course my experiences are valuable and they help you connect on an emotional level, but I also want to be able to help people in a structured way on an individual basis. I just think that would be incredibly inspiring and a brilliant job to have. At some kind of recovery retreat, you could have like cooking classes and workout tips and stuff as well, because you could teach them how to exercise safely and in a fun way that was suitable for their particular medical history, because they might not just have an eating disorder or something else as well. It could be other mental health or physical health conditions as well. And if I had somewhere like that, maybe I could have my own gym and I could have my own cafe and things where I sold my own goodies that I come up with. I don't know, it's just, there's so many possibilities, and I'm honestly quite excited, and it just blows my mind how lucky I am. And that's partly why I need to get this binge eating sorted, because I absolutely refuse to ruin the wonderful opportunities that I'm so lucky to have. I mean, maybe things will change to a certain degree that I end up loving being a personal trainer so much that I don't want to further my education beyond perhaps a master's level, but even that would be absolutely amazing, and I'm so looking forward to university. It just sounds absolutely incredible. At the moment I live in the countryside, and although that's amazing, even though you can't see it because my camera is completely overexposed, sorry, it is really isolating sometimes. I have felt quite isolated, and I think that's why I've turned to the internet so much as I've been growing up. I mean, when I was younger, I used to play a lot of video games and get really immersed into role-playing games and online communities in that way. But then as I grew older, I became more immersed in social media in particular. So I've never really been offline while I've been growing up, and I've relied upon it a great deal because I do find it difficult to get out there and meet people. I mean, the gym is actually one of the places where I meet new people the most at the moment, because it's obviously a place where a lot of different people go to and I travel to myself. I was just thinking of bakery names, because obviously my blog is called Balanced Not Clean. It'd be the Balanced Bar or the Balanced Bakery or something. I don't know. I'm just feeling so happy because I'm in one of those moods where I just feel that I've really got my eyes open to all the things that I need to be grateful for. Having my own gym though, that has got to be probably, it's not only a goal, that is an outcome I'm genuinely hoping that I make into a reality, because it would just be incredible having a space that's obviously designed to support people and be a safe place for people to go and learn how to weightlift, but also for people who are more into it in terms of like professionally and stuff. I just think it'd be amazing to have somewhere that really encourages people to share their story and to be open to support one another. And obviously I know a lot of gyms are already intending to do that. I'd like to be able to put my own spin on it and obviously have my kind of like protein bars or something that I make myself stuck there and things like that, and be able to teach people how to lift professionally and everything. It's kind of funny to think that in a few months I won't be wearing a school uniform ever again. So obviously having the camera running while I've been eating my lunch, it's taken me over 20 minutes to enjoy that, which is probably a lot longer than I would have taken if I was scarfing it down at school. I will still have my dinner because I am going to the gym tonight with my friend Hannah. I'll probably be getting some footage there, even if not of every exercise. We're doing my back day, and I think we're going to be doing a dual lift. We've done these before and they are quite fun. So basically it's a bit of an ego boost because you're lifting more than you can actually lift on your own because you're doing it together. Basically we're going to be deadlifting 200 kilograms together, so effectively it's 100 kilograms. My 1 rep max at the moment is 110, so I should be able to do it fairly easily fresh off the bat with her, especially if she's stronger than me. Something like a deadlift as well, it's relatively easier to do a dual lift without than clean and press. We have done that before. It's quite awesome the amount we got up to, but obviously getting that synchrony of the clean and press, because it's a multi-step movement of getting up, that was tricky. I feel like my training's going really well at the moment as well. I'm just so lucky to be able to do everything. I'm really grateful as well for all of the people following and watching and supporting my vlogging. It's something I look forward to, and I hope you can see the difference as well already versus especially that other video where I was struggling, just how much better I can feel some days, and having that motivation to get through those really crappy days is just it can be really hard to find, but then having a reason like this, having something to talk to, someone that you can see is supporting you, it can make all the difference. In the immediate future, obviously not just today, I mean in the next few months, I've got prom coming up, obviously leaving school. I did share a picture on my Instagram of my prom dress, although because I'll be getting that soon, obviously as it is getting quite close now, I will put a video up of me in my prom dress, because I think it's a moment that a lot of girls quite enjoy, is being nicely dressed up and looking fabulous. So I don't actually dress up and put makeup on as much as I like. I actually think it's quite a lot of it's a confidence issue for me. I feel like I have to be more confident to wear makeup, because I feel like it's making more of a statement. I don't know, sometimes I sort of talk down myself, as you know. I sometimes tell myself that I'm not allowed to do things because I'm not good enough to do them, I'm not good enough to treat myself nicely, but that's why I think when people say that I do makeup for me, it's such an important thing, because at the moment I'm not letting myself have things like makeup. I mean, I do have them, but I don't use them, because I waver in my self-confidence. And likewise with my clothes as well. I mean, obviously there's a slightly more practical element there, in the fact that I've gained relatively a lot of weight in a short period of time, and what with saving money for university, I can't really afford to go out and get a new wardrobe every 6 months. And I think sometimes it's important just to be able to move on from past clothes. But I do have some really nice pieces in there that I would like to be able to wear again, but as I've said previously, my main goal at the moment is to stop binging, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, my main issue is binging. I've got all this other stuff going for me. I know I can beat it. I absolutely do. I know I can beat this. And I'm so lucky to have all of these things going my way, and if I can just beat me, basically, if I can beat myself who's standing in my own way, I'll be able to make the most of the opportunities I've got, and then hopefully have that extra mental and physical energy to help other people as well. So I'm gonna go and get dressed now, because I obviously don't want to bum around in my school uniform all evening, but I will go get dressed, I'll get my gym bag ready, and to be honest, I'm feeling quite full. I'm not quite sure what to do about the dinner situation, because I obviously didn't intend to not bring my lunch with me. I'll see how I feel. I mean, normally I have dinner before I go to the gym, because I often get back quite late because I don't go out for a while, because I can't drive yet, so my mum is the one who drives me, and obviously because I live in the countryside I have to be driven and stuff, so it would be quite late if I had anything after the gym other than just like a protein shake and a banana, so we'll see.
Basically, I have decided to have my dinner, but what I was going to have is actually still in the freezer, which is locked in the garage outside. And to be honest, I thought, well, I just had a savoury meal, so why not have dessert? So here I've got some Muscle Food protein pancakes with some banana, choc shot, and actually some frozen yoghurt. This is Snog frozen yoghurt. It's actually my favourite frozen yoghurt. When I went to London recently for the fitness meetup with Lauren Fitness, I went into a Snog frozen yoghurt shop. Obviously it was one of those ones where you can get toppings on it and stuff, but I went into Heron Foods recently, literally only on Sunday, and I got 2 pints for £1. 2 pints for £1. So yeah, I made use of that and put some on top of my pancakes.
Just before I go to bed tonight, I'd just like to say I've had an absolutely amazing day, to be honest. I've been absolutely just so at peace. I know this sounds really strange maybe, but I've been feeling absolutely amazing. This video now is just my friend Hannah and I. We had a back session together, as I said earlier. We're just setting up here for our 200 kilogram dual deadlift. So obviously we're sharing the weight there by going up, but it's just a fun thing to do. Although we did actually make a bit of a whoopsie with this one. We only put 180 on first because we forgot obviously that normally you'd only put 2 20 kilogram plates on because the bar itself is 20 kilograms, but obviously the bar's only there once. So yeah, we're just about to do it here now. You ready? Down. And lift. Okay, ready? Down. Hey, that was easy. Do you want to go up? No, because we actually need to get some volume in. That was easy.
Yeah, I think you took a lot of the weight there.
It felt like it.
Yeah, well, that didn't feel like a. Have we got 100 yet? 200 even. Yeah. 2, 4, 6. Then 10, 8. Yeah, Jesus, that is 200, isn't it? 160, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's 180.
Oh.
That's 180.
Okay. And that's why it was so easy, because obviously that meant we were both lifting 90 rather than 100 like we were expecting. Obviously though, it's still quite difficult, and we obviously have built up to this kind of weight over time, even though it's nothing world record breaking. It's taken us some time. Hannah and I have been training as training partners for a year now. She has been at university, so we've not been training together as much recently as we were initially, but I just love training with her, and it's a great laugh. Okay, ready? Down. Okay, down.
Ooh, that's slightly harder.
Yeah, that was slightly harder. So how are you lifting this?
At that point, I could feel your sticking point because, like, you got it up, and I was like just going, "No, I'm still coming, I'm still coming." And then when we got to here, I was like, "Yes," and you were just like, "I'm still coming, I'm still coming."
Right, yeah, okay, volume time.